Here we are in Westminster, Massachusetts, with the group from the Central Massachusetts caricature carvers. And they have been carving for, this is the third day.
Okay, all right.
It's a great group of people. There's a breakfast club every morning and lunch.
There is? Really?
Yeah, have you not been to the breakfast club yet?
Oh, yeah.
Tell me what you've been working on, sir.
Okay.
I
Name's Mike
generally
Smith.
say,
And Mike, where are you from?
Oxford, Connecticut.
Connecticut.
I traveled 130 miles to be here.
Well, not as far as we traveled. We
no.
traveled, I think it was a little over 1,500.
I would imagine.
But 150 is a good long trip from
But-
Connecticut.
How often do you do that? You must be crazy.
Well, no, we're not crazy. Tell me what you've been working on, Mike.
I've been working on Santa Claus
Right.
and trying to match
Right.
Roger's here. This is Roger's. This is mine.
Oh,
I wanted to make sure
it's
that,
good looking.
you know. But one thing.
You've done a really nice job. Look at the
Oh, the snow.
This-
But what's interesting is
Yeah, I
this.
really, when I do change
This is a piece of antler, deer antler.
Okay.
And Roger showed me
I'll delete you off.
that to get this look on the face here that is a little bit shiny, is to take this and just rub and rub, and that crushes all of the wood fibers down,
Okay,
so
see how I
that
cut
when you
that in?
paint it, it retains this little shine that you can see, perhaps.
Wow. How
And
interesting.
so, I mean, that's
So you've never tried to use a deer antler before?
no.
You gonna keep using
Everyone
it?
else was here a little agog about it too. And
Oh.
so that's just one of the many benefits of being at a Roger's workshop.
Aren't you kind? Aren't you kind?
Next time because
Yeah,
let me tell you.
Okay, all right.
And what are y'all working on over here?
We're working on Uncle Sam. Gary's decided to do an Uncle Sam on this. He's done several this seminar. But right now I'm showing him how I'm getting these legs cut through, and we're just kind of working from that. So
One of the most important things you got to remember is to bring this home with you and
Yeah.
use a drill so you don't have to dig that sucker up.
that's right. It does.
That's why you
it
want
does
to. That's
help.
why you want to do at least a 2-day thing so you can get it home and get the.
Yeah,
Get it home and get that part dug
Yeah,
out.
yeah.
Okay.
that's right. Now, if
And
go
then
in
what do we
here-
have over there? What are you working on, sir?
I have Fern and Fiona.
Let's see.
Fern and Fiona. Well, let me come over a little bit. Let's see if we can get a close up on that.
I like what he
Thank you, sir.
real
Thank you,
name
Gary.
goes.
You can tell which one is
I
Fern.
realized I
Uh-huh.
didn't drink a lot of water yesterday.
Oh yeah,
I'm laying there during the night. My legs keep
Super, super.
Oh,
Tell me,
They-
has it been an interesting class?
Very interesting.
Very
class.
interesting. What'd you learn?
Well, I learned much slower than everybody else.
Maybe you're just taking your time.
No, maybe I'm learning a lot.
Well, good, good. That's good to know in here. But this is a 2-for-1 because it's one rough out with two people. So you're doing two at the same time.
Right.
That would take a little longer, right?
It does.
It does.
Believe me,
It does.
But
Well, see,
I was fortunate
I'm gonna get Chris
in identifying
and he
what it was, because that
well, see, this one he gave me last year.
that helps me. That I don't have to look at that as much because I know what it is.
You know what you're wanting. Good, good. Well, it's been nice being here with you.
Yeah, you too.
And this is Danny from Connecticut.
Hello. Another man who drove around 100 miles to learn from Roger. Him coming up here saved me a trip to Arkansas.
Well, but you know, you're an instructor too, a lot of times.
Well, I am at my local club. Yes, that's true. Today I'm working. This is the last day of 3. I don't intend to finish this, but I do my wife a Santa Claus every year, and this is going to be this year's Santa.
Oh, great.
And then I also...
Show me this one. This is very interesting. Roger was telling me about this last night.
Oh, okay.
This is Roger's finished product. I wanted it mimicked, or it looked very similar to someone that I know back in Connecticut, a physical therapist who helped me rehab after multiple operations. So I thought, I'm going to take this hat off and carve it like the physical therapist who put me back on my feet.
That's great.
That's what I'm doing.
That's a nice looking piece.
Thank you. Yeah.
Good. You can tell that you've carved quite a bit.
I have, but I was weak on facial expressions and eyes, and that's why I've seen Roger on YouTube, and I've jumped at the chance to learn from him, so here I am.
Good deal. Well, it's nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you, Kathy.
I'm going to come on the other side of you. Okay. And by coming right over, as I lost my thing, as I come over here, I can sit down and talk with you. How you doing?
Good, you?
Great. And you're from here in Massachusetts,
Yes,
right?
yes.
Gardner?
No, Pittsburgh.
Pittsburgh.
Pittsburgh. Actually, the Ashby line.
Oh, okay. Great. Good looking piece.
Roger's helped me a lot with it.
I'm glad. You've been carving for quite a while?
No.
No, a new carver?
Well, I'm not a new carver, but I don't practice at home. That's the problem.
But y'all meet here so often.
Yeah. Well, I come here. I try to come once a week. But,
Once a week.
but I can't always.
I understand that. That kind of gets in the way sometimes.
Yeah.
Life does. Lots to do. Well, it's been nice to meet you and be
Nice
here
meeting
with
you,
you
too.
this.
I hope you had your good trip down here.
We've had a great trip.
Did you good?
Oh, yeah. And we woke up this morning to cold, rainy weather.
Yeah.
Now, how on earth in June is it in the 40s?
I know. It's been a funny year for us.
Does that mean you're going to have lots of snow and ice this year?
I don't know what it means, but I know it gets warm, gets in the 90s, and then all of a sudden it's back down in the 50s.
Yeah. But it's a beautiful, beautiful part of the country.
Yeah.
It really is. Were you a native of this area?
I was born in Pittsburgh, Ashby line, and then. But I've traveled a lot when I was in the service.
Oh, and then chose to come back home.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
Well, I was in the service a year, and then I got married, and
I had no idea.
I was in for 4 years, and all I could think about is home.
Come home. Well, it's nice to see you.
Nice seeing you too. Have a good day.
Okay, Mr. Willie, I know you. We're together every fall and every spring.
I know.
Can I say that?
It's like family.
I know, it is, just like family. Willie's always with us at the Renegade, and now has come over from New Hampshire
Yeah.
to Massachusetts.
Up in
Cal Hampshire. It's not new, it's old.
It's old.
Old Hampshire. What you working on now?
This dog,
Yeah,
he's a little drunk hound,
a drunk hound.
and
He's gonna be good.
he just appealed to me. And then I'm thinking eventually I'll take the dog face off and turn him into a Santa. And
And that
Well,
Santa's gonna be drinking too.
yeah, it's going to be like December 26th, and he's done.
He's done. He's done all his work. Well, it's good to see you up here.
Nice to be seen and not viewed.
It's absolutely seen and not viewed. You take care.
Yeah, you too. We'll see you in October.
Absolutely. And here's Mr. Gerald, the big guy.
Hi, Kathy.
Hey.
How are you?
And Gerald took care of getting Roger to come all the way here, and we have loved every minute.
So
Had
thanks
some-
to these guys for wanting to take the class.
Boy, isn't that the truth?
Great time.
And have certainly enjoyed breakfast every morning with the Breakfast Club.
You learned a lot, Kathy. You'll have a lot to talk about on
Absolutely.
the way home.
That's right. That's right. That's right. We really do appreciate being up here with all of y'all. It's been nice to get to know
Great having
everybody, and loved getting to visit with Cheryl.
Yes.
She has taught me a lot.
Uh-oh.
Isn't that the truth?
Yeah.
And got to see Gracie this morning.
Oh, did you?
Gracie got out of the back seat and visited with us.
Ah,
Is that good?
yes, it is.
Okay, you take care.
Yeah. Joe and Neil see you down in Tennessee this fall.
Well, that's what I hear, Joe.
That's a
Hello.
sales pitch. Good morning.
It is. Joe hadn't been carving a long time. He's a little new to it. Is that right?
3 years.
3 years. But certainly has done a lot of work. Tell us what you're working on now.
So this cowboy's name is Jed. He's got a little pipe. He's got a little family gun. Beat up old hat.
But
So mine's going to be a little different. Mine's going to end up carrying a fishing pole.
great.
So I'm going to change the gun to a fishing pole. I'm going to beat his hat up a little bit more because it's an old hat. It used to be his grandfather's hat. And when his grandfather passed, he didn't have a gun anymore because when they were bootlegging, the feds came in and took all his stuff away, but
Absolutely.
they didn't take his fishing pole. So he got to keep his hat, he got to keep his grandpa's fishing pole. The pipe actually belonged to his grandmother, who put up one hell of a fight because she wasn't ready to give it up. If you look closely, he's still got grandma's teeth marks on it. So there's a little bit of a story behind what's going to end up
There
happening
is
with Jed.
quite a bit of a story behind that. And you also worked on another one and turned him into a fisherman.
Yes, this is Jed's cousin Elroy.
Elroy.
Elroy's not that good at fishing, but he just sits around and falls asleep on the side of the water.
Absolutely. Well, I really think it's neat that you've taken your love for fly fishing and brought it to your wood carving.
Yes, that's where I spend all my time and all my money, and it's hard work being retired. You have to.
It is hard work
Between
being
fishing
retired.
and carving, I don't have time for anything else.
Absolutely, absolutely. Well, I do hope you keep it up.
Thank you.
You will. I am sure. I am sure. Okay, Mr. Rick, what can you tell me about what's going on over here?
I got this old dog here, a mean little devil. Look at his teeth.
Whoa, he is. He looks like he's getting ready to bite you.
Ready to bite someone.
Absolutely, absolutely.
Well, Chucky sees my tattoos.
And this,
I'm not quite the carver that Joe is.
Rubber duck tattoos.
well,
I've been carving twice as long as him.
twice as long. Well, you've been doing a good job of it, that's for sure. I can tell. You know exactly what you're doing. Thank you, Rick. Thank you. Now, this is Scott's personal work, and what you'll see are all these little miniatures. Now, Roger didn't teach him any of this, but I want you to see how lots of folks do little miniatures and how good these are. We'll see Scott's work in just a minute. He's up right there now with Roger. But I want you to meet Edsel. Hello, how are you?
Good.
Now this gentleman's getting ready to have a birthday, is that right?
Yeah.
That's what I hear. You're going to have a birthday and a birthday cake and everything is what I hear. But you've been carving for how long?
Since the early the 80s.
Early 80s? Wow.
Not to any extent.
18, they say it's the 1880s. No.
I can't say 2080s.
But good carver. Good job.
He's going to be 92 next week.
92 next
And you
week?
lost the two of us.
Yeah.
We're called the Dynamic Duo. We do little workshops, beginner workshops up here.
The dynamic duel.
The dynamic duo. I
That shows them
understand
how
that.
they used to carve, and I show them how they're supposed to carve.
Oh, goodness, goodness. Well, it's nice to see you here and be with you. You're doing a great job on those pieces.
Well, thanks to
Not to Roger.
He is
You have
real
done that.
challenge on something like this.
Well, it's good to have a challenge.
Yeah.
It is. You take care.
Okay, thank you.
That's what you didn't mention on Mary.
And then he said, you know, that I had 4 sessions with him where he said, okay, I think we're finished.
And then I want to say hello.
Ooh, yeah.
Hello,
Be
yeah.
on TV.
I'm
That's
almost
right.
to the end. Tell me what you're working on.
Glenn Gregory, he's from next town over. I am working on.
The next town over, which is what?
Which is Hubbardston.
Hubbardston. That's where Gerald and Cheryl are in Hubbardston,
Correct.
right?
Yep,
Okay.
yep.
I'm having a hard time figuring all the little towns that had
Well, the
just
center of the
lots
state
of them.
is Rutland.
Uh-huh.
That's a geographical center, and then we're just one town north.
Oh, okay, okay.
All right, so we're taking it from here.
Well, yeah.
This is what I'm working on now, and this is the one I finished up the other day. So we're
Oh,
making,
good looking.
yep. So explain why you're doing 3.
Yeah, why are you doing 3?
Well, I was doing one for these are garden gnomes. Okay, so my boy's got a nice garden going. I promised him a gnome.
Do that,
So I
baby.
brought this guy home on night 1, and my wife says, "Well, I want one."
No, no.
I can do a second one.
Do a
She goes, "Oh,
second
by the
one."
way, you've got 2 sons.
Oh,
So
no.
let's
So
make- let's make 3 of them.
Make 3 of
That's,
them.
that's the deal, and it works out well.
It works out well. That's a great looking gnome.
Because Roger will you know, they'll do some sample cuts and over there, and then I can go solo on.
Absolutely, absolutely. What's your favorite thing to carve?
Well,
I know y'all's
all
club here is
caricatures.
really
Yep.
caricatures.
Yeah. So actually, this is my first carving from a rough out. So
Really?
typically do, you know, the smaller pieces. You know, you do like a Doug Linka video.
Okay, so they're smaller.
Small blocks.
Small
and
blocks.
kind of something you can finish up in a day.
In a day.
For me, 3 days.
Yeah. Well, but this is so good because that makes it a little bit bigger and a different style.
Oh, absolutely. Yeah, and you can
Yeah.
get a lot more focus on the detail.
Absolutely.
finish it up much
Absolutely.
quicker. Yeah.
Well, I'll let you get those finished because you'll have to have them finished by the end of the day.
The nice thing about Roger is that when you're called up to sit with the king,
Okay.
no, he
Don't
asks
you
you,
tell me
he asks you, what would you like me to do?
Right.
And so, you know, you get to say, I'd like you to carve the whole thing, or could you lay out the eyes,
Yeah.
or I'm having trouble with the legs, or something like that.
Yeah.
And he'll work specifically on that area.
Yeah.
Well, that's
do the
good.
left and I'll do the right. That
Yeah,
type of thing. Yeah.
exactly. Yeah, exactly. Divide it half, face in half.
And it's other tools too. So I'm kind of a newbie, a little over a year. But this is, you know, I hear him calling out all day. Number 11 gouge, number 11 gouge.
Oh, yeah.
So he let me borrow his number 11 gouge
Well, good.
out of a beer.
He
Yeah.
likes that number 11 couch. Boy, I hear about it all the time. Well, it's nice talking with you. And it really has been a pleasure to be with you.
White Bay.
Now, Scott, I showed on here some of your beautiful miniatures.
Yeah.
And I said I didn't get to talk to you because you weren't over at your seat
over here
then.
now.
Because y'all were back here working. So I'm just going to let y'all talk and work.
Okay.
Okay.
Well, I'm showing him how to block this head in right here and get the hat going.
Smithsonian, and they bring that flag up just for a second.
Rod, you need to see his little tiny miniature
I
gnomes.
did. I saw
Have you already
it.
seen it?
Ben.
Oh, okay,
Benjamin
good.
Franklin.
Yeah,
He
yeah.
showed me that one. That
Yeah,
is just
beautiful,
really great.
beautiful.
Okay,
And Scott
now-
has shared with you
I like doing
one of
He
Pete
has-
LeClaire's
Pick 'em up.
carvings that I picked out for you.
Yeah, I hadn't seen those yet.
No,
I just-
no.
Because I can, I guess.
No.
How the hell do you do that?
One chip at a time.
One chip at a time.
Well, there are hardly that many chips in that much.
Yeah, but the block was that big, so you had to take a lot of chips out of
Isn't
there.
that amazing?
Yeah, that's amazing.
That's super.
That is.
Well, see, I think I was at a carving thing that we had in Fitchburg, and this guy had done some on the top of a match. And I said, well, I ain't doing that. But
Really?
yeah, out of a match head, basically. And I says, I'll see how small I can get. And Pete LeClaire's done a few small ones, so, you know, like,
Boy, oh boy, that's cool.
That's miniature right there.
Yeah.
yeah, I got a Hobbit that I did that was smaller.
Uh-huh,
I
yeah.
put him in front of a Hobbit hole,
Oh, yeah,
you know, the hole in the door or whatever. And
yeah.
Boy, oh boy.
I didn't bring that one, I should have.
Pencil, the carpenter pencil.
Oh, yeah, he did a
So, we have had a great time here in Westminster,
Last day.
Massachusetts, and it's the last day of carving. I'll kind of miss my breakfast bunch.
Yep.
I just have to be Roger only from now on out, I guess.
Fly on up on a weekend.
Well, we may have to.
We could do that, yeah.
So, see some of these folks in October at the Renegade Woodcarvers Roundup.
I mean, just the wide yellow.
And we'll say goodbye to Massachusetts for this year.
The old train.
Bye-bye. Okay, Roger, where do I turn it on?